Mark Cuban has a direct warning for companies trying to adopt artificial intelligence. Trying to sprinkle AI onto your existing old workflows leads to failure and zero real return on investment. Many people fall into this sprinkling trap. They treat AI as a smarter search engine or a quick way to draft a lazy report, failing to redesign how the business operates from the ground up. To get actual value, you have to tear down manual bottlenecks and replace them with intelligent, automated agents. Here is the step-by-step framework to do exactly that. This approach provides a structural business advantage for curious builders, people who use these tools to understand their operations better, rather than just seeking a shortcut to avoid work. Step 1 is an audit of your weekly operations. This requires you to look past how things are currently done, to understand why specific tasks are slowing you down. Mark Cuban calls the best targets for automation the hungover intern tasks. To fit this category, the task must be tedious and highly repetitive. It should rely on basic formatting and require zero creative judgment. Look for specific operations like cross-referencing data rows, checking competitor pricing, or manually auditing stacks of invoices. These bottom-of-the-list tasks represent a significant financial cost. By identifying them, you find the exact points where AI can begin handling the heavy lifting. Step 2 is mapping the current process. Identifying every manual touchpoint allows you to see the logic of the business before you try to change it. Take Rebel Cheese. Employees manually photographed boxes, calculated costs, checked invoices, and typed credit requests. Tacking AI onto the end leaves the bottleneck untouched. Instead, they built one AI agent that simultaneously captures the photo, calculates the rate, checks the invoice, and drafts the request. This ground-up automation saved the company $50,000 every single month. The true value comes from a curiosity about the data flow itself, entirely removing the human bottleneck from the processing phase. Step 3 is prototyping. In this era, moving from an idea to execution no longer requires hiring a massive software team or spending weeks in development. Cuban uses natural language to instruct large language models to build tools for his own operations, effectively using AI as a research and development partner. For cost-plus drugs, he prompted an AI to build a system that compares his pricing against competitors and outputs a recurring weekly report accessible directly in a web browser. This methodology compresses the timeline between having a business idea and launching a working version. Success now depends on the clarity of your intent and your ability to design the workflow, rather than your ability to write code. Step 4 is establishing guardrails. AI agents are incredibly fast, but they require constant human direction and verification. Cuban has a firm rule for deployment. AI can do the tedious work, but it cannot own the consequences of a decision. This shifts the employee's role from raw data processor to an editor. You are now the judge who reviews and approves the final output. This continuous loop of testing and refining is where the actual learning happens. Your value grows as you iterate on these tools to keep up with competitors. There is no perfect prompt that lasts forever. The safest professional is the one who uses new updates to test, refine, and upgrade their workflows. When anyone can build custom software quickly, standard operating procedures become vulnerable to faster, cheaper competitors. Protection now comes from unique proprietary data, specialized knowledge, and the custom agent workflows you've spent time refining. This creates a deep divide. While some use AI so they don't have to think, others use it as a machine to explore deeper, test more options, and learn faster. Your real competitive edge is the curiosity to keep asking better questions, with AI acting as the multiplier for whatever you choose to build. The future belongs to the curious human who uses AI to think harder and build faster. Pick one hungover intern task on your desk today and map out your first workflow redesign.